Welcome to another episode of Explained by AI. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the world of artificial intelligence. We've got research papers, articles, even some of my own notes.
It's a field that is constantly evolving, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Exactly. And one of the first things that people trip over are all the ways AI gets categorized. Capabilities, functionality, the techniques used to build it. It can feel like learning a whole new language.
Yeah, it's a bit like trying to map a galaxy, one that's constantly expanding and forming new stars.
Perfect analogy. So let's start with what's already out there. Narrow AI, things you use every day, Siri, those eerily accurate Netflix recommendations.
Yeah, narrow AI is amazing at specific tasks, but it can't learn beyond what it's programmed for. Each AI is like a master craftsman, excelling at one particular craft but unable to pick up a new one.
Right, which brings us to the really mind-blowing stuff, general AI, the holy grail of the field. It's the idea of AI that's basically human, able to learn anything, solve any problem.
We haven't achieved this yet, but imagine a machine that can write a symphony, compose a painting, and solve complex mathematical theorems, all with the same underlying intelligence.
Okay, now that's both exciting and kind of terrifying, especially when you think about those sci-fi scenarios where AI goes rogue.
General AI would represent a massive leap forward. We'd be talking about a new form of intelligence on Earth, not just a powerful tool. And from there, the theoretical leap to super AI. Well, that's where the real philosophical questions begin.
Yeah, super AI. The idea that machines could actually surpass human intelligence makes you wonder what the future holds. But let's step back a bit and look at how AI functions. You got categories there too, right?
We do. Let's start with the most basic type, reactive machines. They operate purely in the present, reacting to input without any memory of the past.
So no learning from experience.
Think of IBM's Deep Blue, the chess-playing computer that famously defeated Garry Kasparov. It was a landmark achievement. But Deep Blue couldn't learn from its past games. Each match was a fresh start.
Then there's limited memory AI. This is where things start to get more interesting. Like with self-driving cars. They learn from recent data, but don't remember every detail of every trip.
Precisely. Limited memory AI is a step up, but it's still limited. These AIs can't form a deep contextual understanding of the world like humans can, which leads to a fascinating, but as yet unachieved concept, theory of mind AI.
AI that can actually understand emotions, beliefs, intentions.
Exactly. Theory of mind AI would be a game changer for human-computer interaction. Imagine AI that can not only understand your words, but also your unspoken emotions and motivations.
That's both incredible and honestly a little creepy. Makes you wonder if we're ready for AI that can get inside our heads like that.
And then there's the ultimate frontier, self-aware AI. This is where AI becomes conscious, aware of its own existence. It's a concept that borders on science fiction and raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness itself.
Okay, so we've got capabilities and functionality. Now for the nitty-gritty. The techniques used to create these different types of AI. I imagine this is where things get really complex.
It does get more technical, but it's fascinating to see how these techniques have evolved over time. One of the earliest approaches was rule-based systems. They rely on predefined rules and logic to make decisions.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
It is in principle. Early expert systems like MYCIN, designed to diagnose bacterial infections, use this approach. But rule-based systems have their limitations. They lack the ability to learn or adapt on their own. They're stuck with the rules they're given.
Right. Enter machine learning, the rock star of modern AI. It's everywhere these days. Image recognition, STAM filters, recommendations, AI that learns from data, instead of needing us to program every little rule.
Machine learning has revolutionized the field. It allows systems to identify patterns and make predictions, without being explicitly programmed for every scenario.
So how does machine learning actually work?
Well, there are different approaches within machine learning itself. We have supervised learning, where the algorithm learns from labeled data, like teaching a computer to distinguish between images of cats and dogs by feeding it a ton of labeled pictures.
Okay. Unsupervised learning is where things get a bit more free form, right?
Exactly. Unsupervised learning deals with unlabeled data. The algorithm has to figure out the patterns and structure on its own, like grouping customers with similar buying habits, even though nobody told the AI, these are the groups.
So it's like the AI is doing its own detective work. What about reinforcement learning? I've heard that's how AI mastered games like Go.
Reinforcement learning is all about trial and error. The AI learns through a system of rewards and penalties, figuring out the best strategies by experimenting and seeing what works. It's how AlphaGo became a world champion Go player, mastering a game so complex it was once thought impossible for AI.
Now that's mind-blowing. But what about the really complex stuff? The AI that seems almost human.
That's where deep learning comes in. It's a subset of machine learning that uses artificial neural networks, inspired by the structure of the human brain.
So it's like teaching machines to think like us.
In a way, yes. Deep learning has revolutionized AI in areas like facial recognition, natural language processing, and even image generation. It's capable of incredibly complex tasks.
But I imagine all that brain power comes at a cost.
Indeed, deep learning requires massive data sets and enormous computing power. It's not something you can easily run on your laptop. It's a testament to how far we've come in both our understanding of the brain and the power of our technology.
Let's break down some of the specific techniques we see out there. Natural language processing, or NLP. It's how we talk to our phones, how Google Translate works, giving AI the ability to actually understand human language. That's huge.
NLP is about bridging the gap between human communication and machine understanding. It's a crucial step towards building AI that can truly interact with us in a natural, intuitive way.
And then there's computer vision,
Yeah.
which essentially gives machines the ability to see.
Think security cameras, medical imaging analysis. Computer vision is becoming indispensable in countless fields. We're teaching AI to interpret visual information, to see the world as we do, and in some ways to see even more than we can.
All this makes me wonder, what's next for AI? What are the up-and-coming areas that will shape the future?
That's a great question, and one we can delve into in more detail in our next segment. AI isn't just limited to what we've talked about so far. There are new frontiers emerging that could completely change the game.
Like what? Give me a glimpse into the future of AI.
Imagine AI on your devices, not in some far-off server farm. That's edge AI. Your phone, your car, your refrigerator, all capable of running complex AI algorithms without relying on the cloud.
So no more waiting for data to be sent back and forth to some giant server. That opens up some incredible possibilities for real-time applications.
It does. Think about a world where your phone can translate languages instantly, understand your emotions, anticipate your needs, all without sending any data to the cloud. It's about bringing the power of AI directly to the user, making it more personal and responsive.
Edge AI sounds like it could be a real game changer. What else is on the horizon?
Another fascinating area is explainable AI, or XAI. As AI gets more complex, it's crucial to understand how it arrives at its decisions. We need to move beyond the black box and shed light on the AI decision-making process.
So instead of just blindly trusting the output, we can actually understand the reasoning behind it.
Transparency is key, especially in sensitive fields like healthcare, finance, and law, where trust and accountability are paramount. Imagine AI that can explain its reasoning, just like a human expert would.
That would not only build trust, but also help us identify potential biases or errors. What about data privacy? That feels like a huge concern with AI becoming more powerful.
It's a critical issue, and that's where federated learning comes in. It's a revolutionary approach that allows devices to learn from each other without actually sharing their raw data.
So instead of all the data being collected in one central location, potentially vulnerable to breaches or misuse, the learning happens locally on each device.
Think of millions of smartphones collaborating to train an AI model for language translation. Each phone learns from its own user's data, but only shares the learned model updates, not the private conversations themselves.
So we get the benefits of large-scale data analysis without sacrificing individual privacy. That's a pretty elegant solution. We've covered a lot of ground here. What are some of the key takeaways from this deep dive into AI?
AI has come a long way. From basic rule-based systems to the incredibly sophisticated algorithms we see today, it's a field that's constantly pushing boundaries and redefining what's possible.
And it's already having a huge impact on our lives in ways we probably don't even realize.
It's not just one thing. It's a diverse field with a wide range of approaches and applications. From narrow AI that specializes in specific tasks to the ambitious pursuit of general AI. And as AI continues to evolve, ethical considerations, transparency, and data privacy are becoming increasingly important.
AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. It's our responsibility to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly for the benefit of humanity. It's fascinating to see how these concepts are playing out in the real world.
AI isn't just a theoretical concept confined to research labs. It's already transforming industries, economies, and our daily lives. We're only just beginning to see the potential of this technology.
What stands out to you as the most important takeaway from all of this?
For me, it's the realization that AI is not just a technological advancement. It's a fundamental shift in how we interact with the world and with each other. It's reshaping our understanding of intelligence itself.
We're living in a time of incredible technological change, and AI is at the forefront of that change. It's both exciting and a little daunting to think about the future AI might bring.
We need to be mindful of both the potential benefits and the potential risks as we navigate this new landscape. AI has the potential to solve some of the world's most pressing problems, but it also raises important questions about the future of work, the nature of intelligence, and what it means to be human.
This conversation has given me a lot to think about. What about you, listener? What's resonating with you? What are your thoughts on AI and its potential impact on the world?
We encourage you to explore these questions further, to delve deeper into the nuances of AI, to engage in thoughtful discussions about its ethical implications, and to help shape the future of this transformative technology.
It feels like we're just scratching the surface here.
We are. AI is a journey, not a destination, and it's a journey we're all on together.
What do you mean by that?
The future of AI isn't predetermined. It's a canvas upon which we can paint our hopes, our aspirations, our concerns. It's a reflection of our values and our choices.
So it's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we choose to use it.
Exactly. We need to approach AI with a sense of wonder and responsibility, recognizing its immense potential, but also being mindful of the ethical challenges.
It's a powerful tool that can augment our abilities, enhance our lives, and help us tackle some of the world's biggest problems. But it also raises important questions about the kind of future we want to create.
AI isn't just a technological advancement. It's a societal transformation that will touch every aspect of our lives. And that's why it's crucial to have these conversations now, to engage with the complexities and possibilities of AI, and to work together to shape a future where AI benefits all of humanity.
It's easy to get caught up in the hype, the fear, the science fiction scenarios.
Sure.
But at its core, AI is about intelligence, about understanding and replicating those complex things we know of, the human mind. And that's a journey worth taking.
It is. And as we continue down this path, we need to foster collaboration between researchers, policymakers, industry leaders, and the public. This isn't something that can be dictated from the top down. It requires a diverse range of perspectives and a shared commitment to building a better future.
Well, this deep dive has been a real eye-opener for me. I'm sure our listeners are feeling the same way. It's given us all a lot to think about, and hopefully it's sparked a desire to learn more, to engage in these important conversations, and to be active participants in shaping the future of AI.
We encourage you to keep exploring, to delve deeper into the specific areas of AI that interest you, to stay informed about the latest developments, and most importantly, to think critically about the implications of this transformative technology.
So do you have any topic that you would like to have explained? Drop it in the comments,